All right, next person I'm going to bring up is also running. And this is Melissa Pehle-Hill. And you can hear her on the same radio network where I've got my show. And you'll have David, her husband, right over here. And he's got his own show, and they've got shows over there too. Believe me, we're extremely active. Busy, very busy. But every single one of you need to be just as busy as we are. In whatever way that might take. Okay? It can take all kinds of forms. We just need to step up and understand where we're going to draw that line. And I'm asking each and every one of you, to start finding out where that line is that you draw. At what point do you want to stop this? You've got to tell the government, you've got to do it. Okay? So, Melissa, come on over here. Welcome, Melissa Hill.
Hi, y'all. First, let me say welcome and thanks to all of you brave souls for coming out here today. I'm glad to hear that so many true Texans out here willing to fight for sovereignty and secession. I've heard many people say we're wrong for having a rally in support of sovereignty or secession just to save Texas. But I say it's never wrong to do what you have to do in order to fight socialism from invading your land. What we are doing here today is telling Austin and Washington that we are fed up with our government officials trashing our Constitution. We are telling them that if they can't honor the Constitution our founding fathers put in place, then we no longer wish to be part of the United States of America. We are telling them that Texas will not become part of the socialist regime, nor bow to any man. They have been walking all over our rights for a lot of years, but never before have they attempted anything so extreme as the present administration. At present, Barack Obama and his 32 czars are in control of the auto industry, the banking industry, and now they're after the health industry. The fact is that all of this is unconstitutional, and that doesn't matter to them. Can you imagine if George Bush would have done any of this? Okay, of course the fact that Obama is doing so many things in direct contrast to the Constitution should not be a real big surprise to anyone, because the very fact that he ran for office shows the level of disdain he has for our Constitution and our country. No, folks, I'm not a birther, as the media and late-night comics like to call those of us who are calling for the Obama to produce his birth certificate. I don't really care if he was born in Hawaii or Kenya or Canada. What I do care about is the fact that he is not a natural-born citizen as the Constitution requires in Article 2, Section 1, Clause 5. To be a natural-born citizen, you must be born in America by American parents. That was done to protect us from a president that would have dual citizenship and divided loyalty. Now Barack Obama sits in the White House apologizing for America and all of the wonderful things we've done. With his dual citizenship that he mentioned himself in his book, Dreams from My Father. So you see, it doesn't matter if he was born in Hawaii or Oz. He is not eligible to be in that office. And the Senate, when they passed Resolution 511 in April 2008, stating that John McCain was a natural-born citizen, though he isn't either. However, that bill showed that the Senate knew that what it takes to be the president. Barack Obama co-sponsored that. And now the Senate unanimously sits there and does nothing. Kay Bailey and John Cornyn included. Does this sound like a Senate we want having any say in our lives? Does this sound like a government still abiding by the Constitution? Does this lead you to the belief that anyone in the Senate or the White House cares anything about the Constitution or the people? Well, okay, if you're like me, your answer is no, which obviously it was. But immediately after realizing what kind of mess that America is in, we have come to the understanding there's nothing we can do to change it until 2010. So you must ask yourself, can this country survive another year and a half of onslaughts on each and every right we have? I don't think so either. And I think the cap and trade bill and the health care reform bill will show that in September. If either one of them passes, we have no option but to go for secession. Texas is not comprised of people willing to allow Barack Obama and his SARS to tax us into bankruptcy while Michelle Obama and her 26 aides live it up on our dime. Texas is not a bunch of weak cowards willing to just sit back and watch Obama and his military tax cuts make our children defenseless in a time of war. Texas is not a state that will blindly follow the rest of the nation into the ruination of the individual. Because Texas can't be fooled that complete government control means freedom. In the words of author John Steinbeck in the 60s, Texas is a state of mind. Texas is an obsession. Above all, Texas is a nation in every sense of the word. Here in Texas, we are taught to stand up for what we believe in and to remember the Alamo. We are taught how our forefathers fought valiantly for our freedom. And we are taught many variations of the words that Governor Perry repeated from Sam Houston. Texas has yet to learn submission to any oppression, come from what source it may. Submission is not the way of Texas.